And welcome back, one and all, to the Acklay Games Twitch channel, home of the Dungeons and Derailments stream. As you can see, we kind of have a mess over where where our players are. Four and a half of us are here. We have four on camera, but due to some storms taking place up north, Ashley's power is completely out. Is not. Is not able to join us. So for the purpose of running the character, Callie's going to take care of that. Grade is here, but
Hello.
Also with power out, he is able to connect in via voice, but not video at the moment. Maybe during the break later on, we can get them back in, depending on if their power companies get with it and fix things. Maybe. We'll see. But as it is, we have 4.5 players. I'm here joining with you as well. And so we'll just kind of get back into where we were last week before the stream cut out then. Technical difficulties every week of some sort, it seems like. So last week, the characters, having spent some time in the capital, was it last week that the whole speech happened, or was that the week before?
That was the
Week before. So you're spending a couple sessions here in the capital, learning about this new mandate from the royalty that everyone served in the army of Durask. Last week they made contact with their Omar made contact with a member of the order who has kind of given them some information and told them to meet the next day to get even more information and maybe get access to Brandel Tower, where more resources would be available. Brandel Tower down in the kind of government district in front of the castle, where a lot of guard activity and a lot of people all hyped up over this new push against the Begudran nation that Durask has been at war with. In order to try and make it through the evening and find somewhere to be that would be safe, the crew looked around and found this kind of tunnel opening that went underground into the sewers. Now, down this stream was this sludge of industrial wastes and organic waste and just this mess slowly kind of glooping down through there. They made the decision to walk through this kind of waist to chest height sludge and work their way inside this underground sewer. Some of them slipped and falled, some hilarity ensued, eventually working their way in and finding a platform where they could kind of get up out of the mess. Some of the magic users cleaning themselves off. They sat there for a while, met a friendly old man who makes his home apparently in the sewers. A bit on the weird side. Had some conversation with him. And that's where we started having some technical difficulties with the stream. So we're just going to pick up toward the tail end of the conversation with the old man as the characters are getting ready to rest for the evening. So that's where we pick up. As far as lighting, there's one torch burning, kind of shedding light over the area. This man kind of dressed in rags, parts of his flesh being eaten away by some either parasites or infections that he's accumulated of living in this condition for who knows how long. So suit yourself. You'll sleep here for the night. Oh, at the throat of the beast, yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we sit here, we tell stories? Is that what we do?
Oh, I thought we were doing the quiet game. We're not doing
Oh,
that?
the white game.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a good game.
Yeah, so you'll just go on the other side of here, and we will just sit in
Where-
silence.
Where's that you sleep?
What? Oh, I lost already. Sorry. I lost. I'm not good at games. No.
Where's that you sleep normally?
Oh, I sleep back on down the gullet, down about the stomach of the beast.
Right, you should go back there.
Oh, I
you
should.
know?
It's getting late.
Yes,
But would I be a good host if I went back?
Well, what if
Yes.
somebody tries to rob from your home or something? You should go check on that.
I'm gonna check on that. He goes,
Right.
he just kind of jumps into the sludge and starts kind of working his way down with the
Right.
current down the stream.
We'll
In
see
his-
you tomorrow, not today, please.
Oh yes, I see it. And you're
As
alone.
soon as he's gone, yeah, I will definitely take out the cured leather. That guy's weird. I don't trust it, and he's gonna run put it across his chest and cast Mage Armor just to be safe.
It's so
Okay.
refreshing
What
that
was
you can
that?
just do that in public now, you know?
Yeah.
Wait, can I try that?
Girls are both
I
pretty.
would
You don't have
love
to
to
keep
see
doing
you
that.
try it. He's gonna take the cured leather and hold it out for Adrie. Just sit there, arms crossed, watching.
Did you say anything while you did it? I wasn't really paying attention.
Yeah, I sure did, but since you're a natural, it should just come naturally.
Well, I mean, I'll listen to what you said before, because you could just like repeat the things you said there, maybe.
I'll indulge you this once, and then he repeats the vocal component
Sure.
of the spell.
Adrie will attempt to cast Mage Armor and fail.
No shimmer of force. Nothing happens as you try to cast the spell with the piece of leather.
Looks
Did
like
you
that was
see
a
it,
little bit
or-
out of your grasp. He's just gonna take his cured leather back.
Oh,
Put it in his-
okay. I mean, I think if you gave me like a week, maybe I could do it.
Okay, I will teach you this for a week, and we'll see.
Okay.
Every time I'm gonna cast it, I'll make sure I get your attention.
Okay.
Oh.
So, do you all? You got a torch burning, shedding some light. You hear the constant glooping of the river. The smell is pretty bad. The air is damp. The rocks on which you sit cool. The kind of walls around it also made from stone. Several cracks in them. As you kind of look at it, this was kind of put together with stones and mortar, but it's not this extremely fine finish or anything. So, like pieces of dirt kind of fall out from certain places. How do you want to sleep?
I want to sleep in the corner with my back in the corner, like
Okay.
kind of nestled between the two walls. Yeah.
All right. Then I assume the rest of you just kind of
Uh,
lean up against walls, or how are you?
Oh,
Yeah.
I mean, would it be practical to set up a tent down here?
Well, there's no way to drive any stakes into the ground. It's solid stone.
Right. Yeah. Well,
I'll just sit against the wall, like 5 feet away from Theo. Just,
Okay.
I guess.
I'll put the
Uh,
tarp down and I'll lie on the tarp.
Better than being down on the ground. Then the rest of you find your spots.
before I go to sleep, I will go to the edge of the little thing we're on.
Okay.
Just in case that creepy guy comes back. I can't really. I mean, which way he went? That way, right? And he's gonna point sort of.
Yeah, it went
flowing.
kind of north
Yep,
from where you're at
north.
down the stream.
So from the north, I'm going to cast. I'm going to take out my silver wire and bell, and I'm going to cast along the northern edge of the end of the little thing we're sleeping
Okay,
on.
so kind of down the
Yeah.
ledge of it, leading off into the stuff.
it's only going to cover this top part, but if that guy comes, at least we'll know.
Are you setting an audible alarm or one that only you can hear?
I'm going to set an audible one that
Okay.
everyone can hear.
All right.
Before going to sleep, actually, I said I had taken off my cloak, but any excess, like just anything over my undergarments, I'll take off and I'll just try to kind of let them dry. Try to clean them off a bit before I go to bed.
Not going to dry much in the
Yeah.
damp air. If you all were to set up maybe a campfire or something, you might be able to dry it out next to it. I don't know if you have the resources to do that.
No, and plus I think that would cause too much light that would be visible from the outside.
Well, you're down quite deep around corners and
okay,
down in the
okay.
tunnel. I mean, it
Okay.
would produce some smoke, which, may or may not have repercussions.
I think I'll just place my clothes next to the torch that we have lit. Should we leave that overnight? Would it stay overnight?
Probably because you guys can't
Probably.
see in the dark.
Right.
Do we want to like take turns staying up or anything, or are we just all gonna
I was
pass out and be
going-
lying?
Probably.
Yes,
Okay.
you should.
I was going to suggest we should set up watches.
Okay.
Who would like to take first watch?
Hilda can take it.
All right. So you set up, keeping your eye and ears open, listening for anything that you can find as the rest of the crew drifts off to sleep. I'd like you to make a perception check for me.
Oh, and I'm great at those. 0?
0.
Yep. Rolled a 2, -2.
Okay.
I'm flicking things off of my armor, just...
Well, with a 0 perception, you sit there working on whatever you are, cleaning up your armor, and just kind of thinking about this, maybe even writing in your journal about, oh, this is what we've been doing up to this point. What you fail to notice through the cracks of this mortar of these walls, the kind of leading out into the dirt, things crawling in through them. We're going to go ahead and switch over to some new technology. We've got a battle map this week using Roll20. So it should show up just below where I am on the stream. Let's see if this works.
But I don't think we need a battle map,
I
right?
mean...
We're fine.
It's just like some spiders and a couple
Hey, there it
people.
is.
No,
Nothing
it's
too
just
fancy
general
here going on.
ambiance.
Nothing too fancy. But what we've got is kind of the green area of the battle map being where the kind of sludge river goes through. We have all of our characters over on the left side up on this stone platform. There is bright light in the vicinity of the characters from the torch that continually burns dim light when you get farther down. What Hilda failed to notice. Let's get some of these screens out of the way. A lot of moving parts here. Are these many-legged bugs, centipedes, that crawl out from the cracks looking for an easy meal. 2 of them crawl out and kind of up the arm of Theodore.
Oh.
2 other ones crawl out onto the arm of Adrie. I'm going to go
Good luck
ahead.
with that.
Oh, that's fair.
They bite and immediately die.
Yeah. Crawls into the glove, and well, that's that.
Oh,
And
they're
there's
the
one
creepiest
less to
version of
kill.
centipedes, the ones with...
These are big bugs. They're not medium size as the tokens are. They're small size, but these are still like 3.5 foot long centipedes.
Oh.
Like the
My
beach,
size.
Like a dog, basically.
beach bugs.
I hate this place.
Hilda
Stop
just kind of...
tickling me.
Why can't I click on it?
1 rock, 2 rock. Oh, man,
that's why.
I gotta start making more.
So one
I
of,
need to make more rocks.
one of them at Adrie. Actually, we'll say one at Adrie, one with Marcus. They're kind of crawling out looking
Oh,
for...
you shouldn't have.
Oh, no, it's fine.
Spreading the wealth. You should have given them all to Omar.
So as these things kind of push their way out through some of the larger cracks in the masonry, they kind of skitter up and like start perching on the arm. I'd like everybody to roll initiative, please.
Yay!
Yay.
All right.
That dice is gone.
I'm really unhappy. I thought rolling that before the stream started meant that I wasn't going to roll it again.
So
no.
once you get these in here, we'll just go ahead down the list. Adrie, what was your initiative roll?
5.
Omar.
Oh, actually 6. +1.
Okay,
6,
I
even
rolled
better.
natural 1 for a 4.
Theodore.
Oh, nice. We're all doing well. 2.
Marcus.
Oh god.
I rolled a natural 4 for a 4.
All right.
Oh my God.
Am
Barznik.
I going to go first with the 6?
Bars.
Oh, Barznik, that's me
Yeah,
again.
you're also rolling for
Yeah.
Barznik, please.
That's a 6.
Hilda.
A natural 2 for a 2.
Oh my
Oh
goodness.
my god.
My god.
That is
That's
pretty
a
rough.
That is
Yeah.
awful.
Centipedes.
And then the centipedes. As I throw my d20 onto the ground, as I do.
All nat 20s.
And then I threw it on the
Pretty bad roll. Only a 14, but still way better than anybody else in this group. So as I switch back over there, they do manage to catch you by surprise.
Girl.
So the first one, we'll say it's the north one above Theodore there. Kind of crawls up there. Oh, it's tickling. You feel a pinch as it attempts
Omar,
to
stop.
bite into your skin.
That has never happened before. We're gonna set the no. No.
The first one does
Scandalous.
not manage to connect. Oh, actually, no, it's with advantage because of stuff.
Because you're asleep, yeah.
That makes it a 16 to hit,
That hits.
even with your mage armor.
Mm-hmm.
So you feel a pinch and a bite that kind of bites in. It hurts. You take
I'm looking forward to next character.
4 points of piercing damage, and I need you to make a Constitution save, please.
Oh,
Okay,
no.
I'll make the con save, but when it does try to bite me, all it bites is all these wards that just flare up ridiculously the second it bites in. So I don't take any.
Okay. Yeah,
No
yeah.
damage. And a con save?
Yeah, con save, please.
That's not bad. 15 plus 2, 17.
17 does succeed. The second one also bites. That's a 16 to hit,
That hits.
as this one deals 3 points of piercing damage. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw, please.
Once again, just wards of flaring, no damage.
All right.
That's a natural 20, so.
Very nice. Adrie, the one that kind of scurried up to you, takes a bite of your leg.
Great.
That is a
And for
12.
AC purposes, I don't have a breastplate, correct?
If you would would you have taken that off to sleep?
If it means I can get a full rest, yes.
It would be definitely more comfortable to sleep without a breastplate on.
Yeah, okay.
That's a 12 to hit.
Yep.
As that deals 4 points of piercing damage. And I need you to make a Constitution saving throw, please.
All right. That's gonna be a 7.
7, that fails. So as the teeth of this thing sink in addition to the damage that you previously took, you also take 6 points of poison damage.
Great.
Next up is the one that's next to Marcus. It also takes a bite. That's an 11 to hit.
Nope.
Are you wearing your armor?
Yeah.
Okay.
We're in a cave.
So you may not get the benefits of a long rest, but at least the thing doesn't bite you.
No, I'm okay with that.
All right. That's going to end the creature's turn. Because you were not able to be awoken by Emily previously, that is considered a surprise attack. So each of your turns, having lower initiative than the centipede, spend your turn surprised by these creatures as they get another round.
Yep.
The centipede to the north of Theodore. That's a 6. That misses.
Yay.
The second centipede. That's a 17. That hits.
That hits.
That is 5 points of piercing damage.
All right, this time when it bites in, the wards all shatter, and I take a little bit.
You take a bit of damage. Now you feel the pain for ow! And I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
7 plus 2 is 9.
9 fails. In addition to the piercing damage, you take 11 points of poison damage.
Oh, thank God for wards. I'd be dead right now.
Adrie, the one next to you, misses completely.
Oh, great.
The one next to Marcus, that's an 18 to hit.
That does hit.
So manages to find kind of a gap in your armor where you're sleeping, dealing 6 points of piercing damage, and I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Cool. Heavy armor masters, that does the thing, and then I roll my save. So that's a healthy 7.
7. You take 14 points of poison damage.
Oh god.
That's going to end the centipede's turn, and now, no longer surprised by what's going on and ready to jump into the fight, Adrie, you are up.
Great. I'll grab my short sword, which is by my side, and try to slash at the biting thing at my leg.
Absolutely. Make an attack roll.
That will be a 18 plus 7.
Yeah,
So
you slice out, and you do manage to hit this giant centipede that's currently trying to feast upon you. Roll for damage.
okay, 2d6 or 1d6 rather. That's going to be 2 plus 5, so 7 damage.
You slice it in two.
Oh god. Is there another centipede near me?
There's the one that's kind
believe.
of currently crawling, and it's like front half is between like a gap in Marcus's armor, and like the back end of it's sticking out, and it's like wiggling around, like chomping on him, trying to.
With my second hand, then I will try to stab it with a dagger.
Make an attack roll.
Well, that's a natural 1.
Misses. You like stab out and you clang against the armor of Marcus. Does that end your turn?
Yep, I don't have anything else I can do.
All right. Next up is Barznik.
Okay, I'm Bariznik, and this is how Bariznik talks now. So, Bariznik is going to run up to Marcus.
Oh
And
no!
Bariznik would like to rage, because Bariznik is a barbarian. So that's what he's going to do.
That's not even close.
Bariznik is going to use Warhammer and roll 21.
Oh, that hits! Slamming down this warhammer right next to like
I-
Marcus's leg. Like,
Same Bariznik. That's what Bariznik does, right?
that's I guess.
14 damage because I max rolled.
This thing is just crushed onto the pavement here. There's nothing left
Ooh.
of this, except like
You're
the head that was.
welcome.
The head's like still attached, but like doesn't have any like force behind it now as it kind of like falls off. Yeah, it's dead.
That's the end of Bariznik's turn.
Don't forget Briznik's catchphrase.
No,
That's me. I'm Bariznik.
no. Marcus, you are up.
Okay, so after being hit by that and then being saved by
Yeah, the
totally
dagger hits your
charisma.
armor. This massive hammer slams down next to you, crushing the thing, and you got like the head of it still like attached and like wiggling down like on your leg.
Oh,
Yeah, knock that off. I can see the ones up at Theo, right?
You kind of glance around, and yeah, Theo is being attacked by 2 of them. You're still laying on the ground from being asleep, so it'll take half your movement to stand up.
Half the movement. Oh, that's okay. Screw it. Action to dash up there,
All right, you get right up there by Theo. Go ahead and move your token if you want.
and then just to keep it going, action surge, and I will attack this centipede by Theo.
All right, go ahead and make an attack roll. Theo was just kind of like looking at these 2 of them. These arcane runes have popped, and now it's eating away.
Oh, I really hope they have. That's a 14 to hit.
14 hits.
So that hits for 8 damage.
8 damage, completely destroying the centipede.
Yeah, and that's me.
Omar.
Okay. Oh god, what? Alright, I stand up, and I will run over to the centipede on Theodore, and I will take my quarterstaff and kind of just. I mean, monks don't train to hit bugs. So I'll just kind of like smack them like I'm cleaning off like an old rug, like dusting off a rug.
Make-
I'm kind of hoping that it hits Theo a bit.
Make an attack roll.
17 plus 5.
Oh yeah, that hits. Thunk.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, it's 8. That's not a D, that's a D10. That is 4 plus 3. So
7 points.
damage.
Yeah, it's enough. As you kind of brush it off, you kind of smash it down, and you see how the legs kind of break under the force of the quarterstaff, and kind of smash onto Theo and like scoot it off. Theo, you got this kind of streak of bug on you, but the bug is gone at least. And it seems that, at least for the moment, combat has ended.
Let's
Oh,
gonna
roll.
turn around. What? Oh, sorry, my bad. Sorry.
Mhm. Right,
Good job.
say,
Great job.
was-
How are those rocks going?
we were asleep for like 5
Made 2
minutes.
new ones.
You were
He says
asleep
this
for
as he's like
like an hour.
coughing up blood,
In 5 minutes.
pretty swollen in the area that he got bit.
Hey, okay, I'm sorry. Come here, and she's gonna go in for a hug around around Theo and cast Cure Wounds because she feels bad.
You hugging my leg?
More of a thigh area, sure.
Yeah.
The Cure Wounds is a D8. Okay. Oh, 8 plus 3. There you go.
Nice. Thank you.
Pretty good.
Here's the healing power of Umastroth.
yeah.
Maybe don't talk crap about my rocks.
You're not allowed to take a watch by yourself anymore.
Well, whose fault is that they let me do it by myself? Honestly, I blame all of you.
I blame the rocks.
Bro, all I'm saying is
Uncalled for.
you did offer to go first. It
Yeah,
wasn't
and-
like we told you to.
Okay, I blame Barry. Normally, he keeps my bad impulses at bay, and for some reason, he's not doing that right now. So
I didn't want to say anything at the time. That's
I'm-
how it sucks.
I'm sorry.
What?
I'll be better in the future.
That's the Cali version of Versnick.
About how long has passed?
About an hour.
Right. How about you just go to bed? I'll stay up. Hopefully, be a little bit more aware than you are. Sorry, that
Yeah,
was me.
I don't want to sleep by this wall anymore. Theo's gonna literally move
You
over
can go
to
ahead
like,
and reposition
the
your
middle
tokens
of
however
the
you would
room.
like.
Yeah.
I'll move to the wall then.
Theo's got the right idea. I'll stay around.
More for me?
I'm sorry, guys. Okay.
You want to just try and go back to sleep then? Sleep not coming the most easy is now you're kind of every time you like lay down you feel like a tickle on your arm like sit there, but eventually you do manage to drift off to sleep once again. Adrie, I'd like you to make a perception check, please.
That's gonna be a 7.
Wrong 7.
Great.
Why?
By some miracle, you don't notice this thing that is not at all quiet, but
Oh no.
you do notice it when it starts getting a bit closer to where the group rests for the evening. Why is this being complicated?
Get 10-foot tall iron golem that's just clank, clank. That just doesn't hear it.
It's not an iron golem. However, it seems that the nature of this place that you're spending your evening, the combination of trash, wastes, bodies of whatever gets washed away by this thing, is not the worst food source for certain types of creatures. Adrie, as you're kind of sitting there, what are you doing while you're keeping watch? Anything in particular?
I think he'd be cleaning the area, I guess, with prestidigitation. Because it's not, he just doesn't want to be, too dirty.
Yeah, kind of cleaning up and trying to make sure you're presentable in whatever way possible. You don't notice until it's right in front of you. And at the last second, all you see is what looks like an eye or something on a stalk sticking up from the sludge. Before whatever this is makes an attack. I'd like everybody to roll initiative.
Oh,
So,
no.
Oh my God.
Slightly better. Slightly better. Not great. But,
Session
Word
10.
Dex, you failed.
Okay.
yeah.
So Adrie, you were kind of over cleaning your armor. And as far as initiatives go, Adrie, what's your initiative?
It's a very strong 4.
You guys, this is rough. Omar,
Very strong 10.
Theodore,
On 11. Haha.
Marcus,
Damn it.
Another 4.
Baraznik,
Oh, right, that's me. Oh, 15.
Hilda,
12.
and a 14 for the creature. So, Baraznik, what's your passive
Oof.
perception?
That would be a strong 12.
12. So, you don't get woke up by the initial movement and sloshing of the creature.
Does it cross the area where I cast alarm?
Did you cast it vertically along the platform, or did you cast it out into the goop?
On the platform.
Okay,
On the platform. So,
getting in position, it doesn't trigger your alarm. However, once it reaches out and makes an attack against Adrie, it does, and this loud bell starts ringing, and everyone is awoken at that point. Which means you're not caught by surprise, and you'll have your turns as your turns come up. On the creature's turn, Adrie, you're kind of sitting there cleaning off your armor and minding your own business. Would you have put on your armor during your watch?
You know, I want to say yes,
Say yes.
but okay, yeah, I did.
It would make sense. Keeping watch, be ready for action. As a tentacle from this creature, you can't really see much of the creature. It's obscured by the slime, just the grossness. Reaches out with its 10 feet reach, so the creature actually does have to get up on the platform just a little bit. And you see, looks terrifying. It has massive, sharp teeth, these tentacles with more barbs and teeth on them. Disgusting, reeking of whatever garbage it's been consuming. The tentacle reaches out and attempts to attack. That is going to be... It's a 20 to hit.
Yeah, I think that hits.
As it slams out, you take 6 points of piercing damage. I'm sorry, bludgeoning.
Still up.
6 points of bludgeoning damage, as well as 4 points of piercing damage.
Oh god, I'm barely up.
And you're currently grappled and restrained. From there, it kind of reaches up this massive maw with these teeth and attempts to bite out at you at advantage because you are considered restrained by the tentacles. That's a 15 to hit. What's your armor class with the breastplate?
It is 15.
15. It just hits. As it bites out, you take 7 points of piercing damage.
I'm out.
As you go unconscious.
You all hear screams as I suddenly stop screaming.
And as you all hear the bells ringing and you look over, this creature has Adrie with its tentacle in between these massive teeth, and it slowly starts slinking back into the goop. That's going to end its turn. Hilda, you are up.
Oh, I'm gonna. Can I make it? Yeah, I can. I'm gonna run up behind the passed out body of Adrie, and I'm going to pour in. I'll clutching my shield, one arm onto his back, and I am going to. Oh, Mr. Roth, please. He's not the brightest, but even the dullest pill has uses. And
Ow.
lay on hands 10 hit points.
10 hit points come back as you're passing out. You're in the teeth. Life comes back to you, and you're still conscious, or you're back to consciousness.
As the screaming continues.
Hilda, does that end your turn?
That's my turn.
Theodore.
all right, I'm not gonna get anywhere near this thing, but I will move just north of it, about there, and remembering how poorly the centipede encounter went, I will make sure I keep my distance, but at the same time I will hold out a twig that is charred and just looks completely destroyed. It'd say, let's see if you could learn this one, buddy. And I will cast Witch Bolt out at the large creature.
All right.
So +7, that's a 14 + 7 is 21.
21 hits as this bolt of energy streaks out. This kind of
Yes.
cackling blue energy lightning lances out there and grabs a hold of it. How much damage does this
So-
creature take?
That is a 19 some kind of damage, lightning damage. Yeah, lightning damage.
19 damage. Very nice.
Yeah. And then I'll maintain the arc, so I do have concentration up, and
This kind of
I
arcing,
will-
like
yeah.
think like Emperor Palpatine in Star Wars, just like constantly
Yeah.
keeping this connection up and re-zapping it.
Just I'll teach you that one someday. That's my turn.
Next up is Omar.
You're muted.
Callie.
That was odd. I must have hit a hotkey on accident. Anyway, I will get up and using a key point to use Step of the Wind. I will run over here, and that should get me within range to throw a couple darts at him, which I will do. Okay, that is a dirty 20.
20 hits.
Alright, that is 7 damage on that.
7 damage.
And
Nice.
then, another one. 15 to hit. Oh no, not 15. 18.
18 hits.
And that's a 7 damage.
So both of these darts that you throw out with precision manage to impact this creature, sinking in. It roars out in pain as these
Actually,
darts.
I can't attack twice because I used Flurry or Step of the Wind, so redact that.
So seven. One of those hits with precision, dealing lots and lots of damage to the creature. Oh, what happened here? That's
Hey.
strange.
I blame Igneal.
What?
Come on,
Let's
Idiot.
see what happened. Roll 20, please.
Did roll 20 service go down?
Well, no, a lot of services went down for a second. I don't know what happened.
Yeah, they're coming back up though.
I'm gonna refresh roll 20 and see if I can reload the map where we were at.
Definitely Igneal's fault.
Definitely.
I think that's probably accurate. There, there we go. This, oh, that's how it was. And we're back. Hope we didn't lose the moment. So Omar, that dart going in, hitting it for that damage. Very nice. It brings us around to Adrie, who screaming, but like back to consciousness. This thing's teeth are like biting out at you. You're grappled and restrained by this giant tentacle that's holding you over the mouth. What are you doing?
As Adrie continues screaming, he takes a moment, breathes in, and starts whispering nonsensical things as I would like, as I'm casting Dissonant Whisper, as I'd like whatever this monstrosity is to have a wisdom save.
Rolls a natural 20.
God damn it. It still takes half damage.
It does take half
So-
damage, yes, psychic damage.
That's 8. So halved to 4.
4 points of psychic damage. So these words, they don't frighten the creature off, but they do kind of sink in and mess with the mind of whatever this creature may be. Does that end your turn?
Well, that's my action. I think that's it. 'Cause
Marcus.
On this, I can move out with movement. But I don't
Okay.
think that's done.
Well, you're
So-
restrained, so you'd have to try to break
Yeah.
free.
So all the screaming and all that, seeing that, I'll take half my movement to get up, and I just start taking some deep breaths, trying to push past all the pain of the injuries I've sustained, and I'll use a second wind.
All right, that's your bonus action.
9.
9 points restored. You're now standing up. Do you want to use your movement?
Yes, I would like to run out to here, and then could I throw a hand axe?
Yeah, you can do that.
Roll dice doesn't get to roll. I never used a hand axe. Let's see how this goes.
Yeah.
12 to hit.
Kush-push.
Now you see why I don't use the hand axe. But that's my turn.
Okay, that brings us back around to the top of the initiative with Barznik. Callie.
Right, that is me. Okay. Okay. Let's see, so it's 25 if I dash, and then a half is like about 10. Can't really get to me. So, I would have 25 half to like 12 and a half.
Well,
25. So could I move 40 feet?
what's your base movement?
If I dash, 25.
25, 35. Yeah, I'll say you can get right up to there. You're a monk and a little bit more agile. I'll give you the benefit
This is
of the.
Barznik.
Oh, this is Barznik. Barznik is not agile.
Okay.
So 25. So half of that would be so 10. Dashed would be 35 total feet of movement. So just short.
that's 40. Okay. So
You can move Barznik's token as well.
Like, yeah.
You should be able to.
Yeah, I can. Alright, so I'm just gonna move Barznik. Good 10 feet there. Yeah. I'm just gonna have to dash with Barznik, get him up there in bonus action rage, and that's gonna be the turn for now.
Okay.
Yeah, that's all I can
And
do.
we'll mark Barznik with rage. Green is
Rage.
raging for our purposes. And that ending Barznik's turn brings us back around to the creature. Having Adrie grappled and restrained by one of the tentacles, it's going to ignore that for now. It's going to take a second tentacle, reach up, and is going to make an attack at... Everything's so zoomed out. It can reach Barznik. At Barznik.
Okay.
That is a 21 to hit.
That would hit Barznik.
As that solidly makes impact, Barznik takes 6 points of bludgeoning damage, halved to 3, and an additional 5 points of piercing damage from these spikes that kind of push in. And Barznik is considered both grappled and restrained by the Otyugh.
So it's 5 damage so far.
Then,
Alright.
on the Otyugh's turn, the tentacles start moving as it takes the two tentacles, slamming them together.
Ooh.
I need both Barznik and Adrie to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
That's gonna hurt.
I'm so sorry.
Oh. It's gonna be an 8 for me.
That's a
It's
fail.
also going to be an 8 for me.
Both fail, as both Barznik and Adrie take 6 points of bludgeoning damage and are stunned until the end of the Otyugh's next turn.
Wow.
The Otyugh then, retracting the tentacle that has Barznik up toward its mouth,
Oh god.
is going to take a bite
Goodbye.
with a natural 1, missing completely. As both of them are drawn in, right by this creature that lives in this sludge. Hilda.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna run up to it. I'm gonna attack with my What do I have? My big hammer. That's what it's called. I'm holding my shield, attacking with my warhammer, and that is a not great 13.
13 just misses as you slam against it. The sludge, it's kind of coated, it kind of scrape against the side, but no solid contact is made.
Great. That's my turn.
Theodore.
He's just going to move a little bit closer, just to be sure, and then he's gonna just pump another jolt in through the drawing a blank witch bolt.
Witch bolt, yeah, continuing that lightning. Go ahead and roll more damage.
That's a low one, but that's a high one. 13.
13 damage. Very nice. As that arcs
And
out
that's it.
over it. Does that end your turn?
That indeed does.
Omar.
I just say to Theodore real quick as I run by him, I swear, if I die due to man's discipline, I'm going to be so mad. And then I'm going to use my movement to get on this side of the creature, because I can totally do that being a monk. And I will attack said creature. With my first my quarterstaff. That would miss though for an 8.
8 does not hit. Thwack, but the body is so difficult and kind of tough that you didn't get a good swing.
Flurry of blows.
With
Yes.
your blurry of foes, you
Flurry of flows. 18
18 does hit.
and another 18.
Yeah, both of those. Thwack, thwack.
Okay. So I would like you to make 2 dexterity saving throws.
Certainly. The first one is a 16.
Succeeds.
Second one is a 12.
That fails. All right. So first of all, you take 10 damage,
10 damage.
and also the Otyug is rendered prone.
It kind of collapses off its legs and just kind of like lands awkwardly on the edge of this platform. Is currently prone. Does that end your turn?
That will end Omar's turn.
Adrie, you are currently stunned. Marcus, you're up.
Okay. So I'm gonna run up here. Would I be able to hit him from that corner?
Yeah, you can hit him from the corner.
Yeah, so taking out the actual big daddy axe now, and I'm gonna hit it. Advantage because it's prone.
Yes, it is.
Nice. And that'll be a 21 to hit
That hits.
for 9 damage.
9 damage, very nice.
And that's about all I can do. So yeah, my turn is on.
All right. This thing finally starting to be kind of chopped into and taking some blows. It's still pretty hardy, but it's definitely wounded. Baraznik, stunned.
Yep.
The creature is back up. And it tries
so
once
sorry.
again to take a bite out of Baraznik. But misses with only a 10. It then uses half of its movement to kind of get back up on its feet, kind of rearing back from these people that have been assaulting it. It takes its tentacles once again, slamming its 2 prey together. I need both Baraznik and Adrie to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay, this time I got an 18.
That's better.
I really hope Ashley doesn't watch this episode. I rolled a 20, by the way.
So this time, kind of getting yourself back together from being stunned previously, as you are slammed together, you're able to kind of brace yourself a bit. You do not take any damage, and you are not stunned. Well, you do take damage, actually. You take half damage, but you're not stunned,
No.
at least. That is 8 bludgeoning damage, halved to 4 for Adrie, halved to 2 for Barznik.
I am out. Just.
As Adrie goes back unconscious, Barznik's still hanging in there, rage still preventing damage from happening. That is going to end the Otyug's turn. Hilda.
Oh, do I? Yeah, I'm just gonna attack it. Again, with my warhammer. That's 11 plus 16.
That hits.
Okay, cool. So I'm gonna do, okay, so then that's 10 damage and yeah, that's my 10 damage.
Got it. Pretty
Oh.
good. This thing's.
I'm gonna ask, did the Otyug get up from prone on his turn?
It did, yes.
Okay.
I mentioned it using half its movement to stand up, kind of rearing back and like looking.
Sorry.
Hilda just went. Theodore, you are back up. Ada.
Okay. I don't want to waste spell slots, so I think I'm just gonna keep pumping. I'm tempted to switch, but I'm just gonna keep pumping Witch Bolt in. I am going to move to the edge here, just in case he starts to move away. like
Okay.
right there.
All right. So keeping this leash
yeah.
of lightning attached to it, you send another
Ooh.
jolt.
20 damage.
Ooh, nice. Does that end your turn?
Yeah, he's just gonna be like, "Can somebody get him up? He's not learning if he's unconscious."
Omar.
Oh, my turn again. All right. I will make 2 attacks because I'm all out of key points. 18.
That hits.
I'm rolling 12s and a natural 1, so just an 18.
Just the 18, but that works.
That is a 4 plus 3 for 7 damage.
7 damage?
And that is my turn.
That brings us back around to Adrie, who I need to make a death saving throw.
Oh god. That's a 15.
It's 1 success. Marcus.
All right. Marcus is gonna go in for another attack, honing his focus for this one and activating his fighting spirit.
Go for it.
Yeah, let's do this. That is an 18
That hits.
for 8 damage.
All right, it's looking real rough.
Okay, and that's my turn.
Hilda.
Already? Okay.
Yep. Oh, I'm sorry. No, wrong one. Sorry, my bad. Because we just had Marcus. It's Byra's neck after Marcus.
Get confused again.
Okay, so Arsenic being restrained has disadvantage on attack rolls?
Correct.
Okay, let's reckless attack.
All right, straight roll.
Okay, so that's
It's being like kind of hoisted up and like held by this thing. Like the spikes going in. It's like pushes through that pain and slashes.
16?
16 hits.
Ooh, okay. And that's 5 plus 6 is 11 damage.
That's enough. You
And
want to
then-
describe how Barznik takes down this creature?
Oh, okay. Well, Bodisnik, seeing the ice dog thing, will like just take down the warhammer that Bodisnik uses, and just squash down the eye and just pops out of the socket.
As it collapses down onto the ground.
As that happens, Hilda's gonna run over and cure wounds on
Cure wounds gets him
on
back up.
Adrie.
And it seems for the moment, combat has ended.
Adrie, you got 4 total.
Great.
It's a shame that you were so sleepy during that interesting little battle we just had. I could have taught you how to shoot lightning from your hands.
The current of the Gloopy River is kind of pulling the half of the body of the thing that was in it back down, and you watch it underneath and disappears from sight.
Okay.
Right. Theo, I'm all about the learning thing, but really, is that the only thing you can think about when I nearly died like 3 times there? I swear to God.
I have not the ability to assist people when they are incredibly hurt. I use my talents as I can. Obviously, we have, people who are a little more inclined to use their gifts to help those.
Right. And I'm very thankful as he focuses attention to the one that actually helped him.
I didn't do anything. That's a Lumistrath. You guys, yeah. No, it's
Well,
not me.
Think the
Okay.
whatever. Yeah.
Alright, so maybe now neither of you are allowed to watch.
Maybe
Okay,
we'll go together.
hold
I
No.
would like
hold
next
on.
watch with
I will
Omar.
take
I
Yeah.
would just like to say, I didn't allow any of you all to get hurt from a surprise. I did get hurt, and I wasn't surprised. I just, it just came as the thing went. Yeah.
I would like to counter
Right.
that with my alarm preventing us from being surprised.
either
Let it. It just happened.
brain work.
sorry.
What are the chances I can recover my 1 dart, by the way?
That's floating away in the
Zero.
sewage.
Yeah.
No, you can go jump
Anyway.
for it. I'll watch you do it.
No, I would not ever willingly jump in that sludge unless I was forced to.
So go ahead and reposition your tokens where you'd like to try and continue your long rest.
Corner it is.
Who's
I'll
taking the
just
next
be
watch?
back on my map, wherever that is.
Theodore and Omar. I'll take
Theodore and
next
Omar.
watch.
So position where you'd like to be positioned during that. And as you all... this is a
Before we
really
go to
rough
sleep, I
night.
would tell Adrie, like, maybe you want to scooch away from the running sewage that almost got you killed.
Yeah,
Can't
right.
move
Yeah,
that.
sure. I'll do that.
I can't move Mackley, you would have to.
Oh yeah, I
but-
can move, Adrie. Sure, you can go all the way up against the wall. That'll work. Okay, I see where everybody's positioned. Are you sleeping just kind of right out there in the open, Marcus?
After the centipedes, yeah.
Okay. And as you all get in your positions, trying again to get through this difficult, restless night after a huge day of activity, that's where we're going to take a 5-minute break. So everybody rejoin us in 5 minutes to pick up where we left off to see if this crew can manage to make it through the night. And welcome back. We are back and ready to get back into this long night of attempting to rest. Before we do that, a couple acknowledgments. All the artwork for the stream done by Remy Lee. You can find her on Instagram and more recently on Fiverr now, taking commissions there for D&D artwork. The music for the stream provided by Adrian Von Ziegler on YouTube, providing some fantasy and orchestral music for use for your D&D games or streams or YouTube videos, and more professional productions as well. It can be reached out to, and rights to that music procured. Especially now with Twitch cracking down on music from bigger labels and record companies and all of that. It's really, really appreciated to have sources to use for background music, and it sounds great. I think those are the two things we needed to get out of the way. With that said, we'll pick back up where we left off, the second encounter. It's been 4 hours into the night. It's late. Everyone's tired. And now Theodore and Omar take their turn in keeping watch. As you sit down there and do your thing, remind me real quick, Ada, for the alarm spell, does that cease functioning once it's went off once, or if it goes off again, does it rework?
It is for an 8-hour period until the spell ends. It alerts me whenever a tiny or larger creature.
Okay, so
enters
it
the
can happen more than once.
Mhm.
All right. I would like both of you to roll a perception check, please.
Well, if you want something done, you have to do it yourself. Wow. Okay, that's good.
That's not good for me.
What is your rolls?
4.
I rolled a 19 for a 25.
That 25 is pretty good because a 4 would have not seen anything.
Yeah.
However,
There's nothing to be seen.
is there any conversation or anything you're doing while you two are the only ones up?
You know, since I rolled a 4, I'm not really paying attention to anything around me. I'm just trying to sneakily presto some of the muck off of Omar, but I don't want him to realize I'm doing it. So I'm just trying to like look over my shoulder, see if he's looking, and then I'll presto a little off of his cloak.
I'm just trash talking the people who didn't see anything earlier. God, how? I mean, like, it was a massive swamp creature with an eye stalk. You think you'd notice something like
And
this
as
pizza.
you're saying these things, from downstream you hear a and now you see, at first it kind of blended in because the top half of it is very transparent. But you see pushing through what looks like some of the goop and the water from the top of this stuff that's kind of formed into the shape of a cube.
Oh,
Sliding down through the water.
no.
So,
You see now,
everybody up!
you see now as it's approaching, suspended within it is what looks like a chunk of this creature that you just fought. That's like suspended and being consumed by it.
Well, yes.
Joy.
Everybody get up! Everybody, there's a thing. What's
Jello.
that, Theodore?
Am I
Yellow!
able to quickly shove on my breastplate?
How long does it take to don that armor?
Does it say in the thing? I don't know.
Let me do a quick check. It's considered medium armor, is that correct?
Yes, medium.
It is. It takes 5 minutes to don a piece of medium armor.
Right. Yeah, no, that won't work.
So it's not moving very fast, but I would like everybody to roll initiative.
Ooh, that's good.
I'll be ready for those numbers in just a moment.
Oh, finally.
Adrie, initiative.
It's gonna be a 14.
Omar.
Another 14.
Theodore.
19.
Marcus.
18.
Baraznik.
Oh, right, that's me. That's a 8.
Hilda.
5.
Not
The gelatinous cube rolled a -1 on initiative. not the most agile thing as it kind of whooshes its way up the water. Apparently sort of looking for its meal, kind of going in the wake of the Otyugh. At the start of initiative is Theodore, so you had Omar kind of point this thing out, and this cube is like sliding and sloshing up, kind of working its way up the stream.
This is all you. And he's going to run over here. 10, 15, 20. Yeah, like back there. Omar can see it. Right, yep, right behind Omar.
Okay.
And then over Omar's shoulder, he will just like reach over Omar's shoulder and then cast out some magic missiles. 3 of them, so level 1.
Pew.
So that is wow, 4, a 4, and a 1. So it's 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 12.
12 damage. And these like missiles kind of dart, these energy dart things fly through the air, and they impact. You kind of see it go, and it leaves a little like trail through it before they dissipate.
Yeah. Good luck. He just pats Omar on the back.
All right. Next up is everything crashed again. I don't know what keeps causing that. That's odd. That's a new problem.
Might be the introduction of Roll20 like resource consumption.
It could be
If it's in
Roll20.
Chrome.
It is
needs
Chrome specific.
resources. Yeah.
So it could be It could very well be Roll20. But everything should be popping back up here in a second. Hey, yay, new glitches, because we didn't have enough old glitches. Roll20 back up here.
I heard you like glitches. Put more glitches, new glitches.
Let's see. I think that's got that back up.
Yeah,
That's
good.
back up. We need to scroll over just a little bit. That's good enough. So we were, so Theodore just finished your turn. We were bringing up the turn tracker to Marcus, who you heard Omar, everybody up, everybody up. You heard all that happening. You wake
Okay,
up.
I'm just
looking
wondering
around.
if I'd- yeah.
You look
Not
around,
real-
and there's this cube of just goop sloshing its way up the...
Oh, okay. I'm not gonna move. I'm gonna stay where I am, and I'm gonna hold an action to attack if it gets near me.
Okay, are you going to stand up at all?
Oh yeah, stand up. Yeah,
Okay.
forgot about that.
Adrie.
I will also stand up, and I will grab my weapons and take the dodge action.
Okay.
Where I am.
Omar.
Alright, okay. Well, I'm gonna have to use them eventually. I'm gonna run 20 feet there, throw 2 darts, and then run 20 feet back. to
Okay.
where I am. So,
Okay.
yeah, I'm gonna just-
Go ahead and make your attack rolls. Though I don't imagine you could manage to miss.
Right, so that's a 15
That hits.
and a 9?
That hits.
Oh,
jeez.
okay.
This thing is not,
Um,
it's like, it's a big gloop. You're not going to miss it.
3, 4,
I hope.
7 plus 6 is 13 damage.
13 points of damage. Very nice.
I'm down 2 more darts.
And you see the darts go in, and they're suspended inside the gelatinous cube.
Not fun.
Next up is Barznik.
Oh, right, okay. I'm Body Sneak.
Are you?
Would it actually be mad if I like threw a javelin at this thing? Probably. Yeah. I'm gonna
I mean,
get up.
probably throw it. I mean, I don't know.
I don't
Probably.
know.
Do
I
it.
don't think she'd
You're
be too
Barznik.
upset. You are Barznik.
Get
so-
up, move, action, dash. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 over there. Bonus act. No, that's it.
Okay.
No bonus action.
Next up's Hilda.
Yeah. I'm gonna get up, grab my weapon and my shield. And that's half my movement, so I have like 10 feet left. I'm gonna go next to Marcus and hold my action to attack it if it's in range.
All right. Next up is the cube. And you watch as it kind of sloshes its way up onto the platform. It gets to right there.
Oh,
Bye.
That's going to end its turn. Theodore.
So
And now that
is
it's up on
he
the
in?
platform, you can see things kind of floating within this cube structure. You see bits and pieces of the Otyugh that had got washed down the stream. You see some darts that had been thrown into it. You see what looks like a leather bag of some sort suspended in the goop. You also see an arm that looks suspiciously like the old man who lives in here.
No.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh wait,
Yes!
he was missing his arm.
Oh.
He was
Oh.
missing his arm already.
Aww.
Wow, you guys.
Theodore.
wait, he's missing his
Alright,
arm already. How would we know
So
that?
is Omar in it?
No.
Oh, okay. It's just
Omar moved
encroaching
back.
on him.
Omar's like back down, here.
I'm in front of you again.
You might need to.
I
You might need to refresh your roll 20.
Yeah.
The only one that's even close would be
Bars, Nick.
Barznik's a little bit close to it.
I should.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I see now. He's right in front of me. Okay. All right. So I will. Choose. I will cast some magic because that's what I do.
All right.
I am going to move. How much is the distance of that? It is 15 feet. Yeah, but I don't want the sewer to explode or something. I'm just gonna move over here.
What spells do you have?
I'm really worried about the gas in the sewer. So I'm
Choose
going to move
one.
there, and then I will, same thing as before, I will pull out the charred twig and say, "You're conscious this time. Maybe pay attention." And he'll cast the witch bolt again at second level. Yeah, second level. Yeah, why
Okay.
not?
Go ahead and make an attack roll.
It's a 14 plus 7. It's 21.
21 hits.
And that is bad damage roll. 7 and 1 is 8.
So this lightning kind of arcs to it. The whole thing kind of lights up and glows as it gets zapped by the lightning. Does that end your turn?
That will end my turn. Yeah.
All right. Next up is Marcus.
Alright. So, it's not there. So, I'm gonna run up to it and hit it.
All right. You run right up to it and take a swing.
Yeah, and I'm not gonna fire a flying spear, just gonna go straight into it. That is a 17 to hit,
17 hits.
and that'll be 10 damage.
Slice through that and deal good damage to the creature.
And that's my turn.
Next up is Adrie.
Adrie, now realizing that this great monster is not trying to go directly for it, or for him, he will instead take his dagger and just throw it at it.
Okay, make an attack roll.
Not getting close.
Douche.
It's a 17 plus 3, I think.
That hits.
Uh,
This thing has an armor class of 6.
right.
Oh. Have to roll a natural one.
It's different damage though, right? Since it's thrown.
No, it still does the same damage.
Well, I know, but I use Dex, right? So it's
It depends on the type of
Added.
weapon. What are you throwing?
the dagger.
Yes, that would be a dex-based throw. Or no, it'd be versatile. You could use either one.
I could use strength.
I think so. We'll have to check that later, but for now, go with it.
Okay, then that's 4 plus 4. That'll be 8 damage.
Daggers are versatile, but we'll check it. But 8 damage. Got it. The dagger goes inside, and it's now suspended in the middle of this gelatinous cube.
That'll be by action. That'll be my
Omar.
turn.
Okay, right. So Omar was very astutely looking at Marcus as he swung at him, and noticed that Marcus did not die immediately
Just
upon coming in.
Just confirmed you can throw a dagger using either strength or dex.
Okay. Good to
Continue,
know.
continue though. And
Right, so
finesse.
seeing as
not
how
pers-
he didn't die immediately and explode in a horrible wreath of flames, I will run up. No, I'm gonna run up there, and then I'm gonna throw 2 more darts.
Do you run?
Actually,
So you're running up past him like that, or you're not actually going up close to
no,
him?
no, 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 no.
Okay,
I'm not
just
going
making
as
sure.
close to him.
Just making sure.
I double checked. Well, I rolled a 2, but plus 6 is an 8.
You hit.
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
I hit
How much damage?
both times. That is a 3 and a 1. 4 plus 6 is 10 damage.
Got it.
I lose 2 more daggers, and I will back up in front of Theodore.
They're still suspended in the creature. Baraznik. Callie, you're up again.
Oh, that's me. Okay.
Keep forgetting.
I listen. It's because he says Barznik and it's just not clicking. Anyway, it doesn't miss and doesn't miss. Okay, so first attack was with the two-handed warhammer.
Mm-hmm.
That is a strong 10 damage.
10 damage. Got it.
And then bonus action with the armor spikes.
Ah, yeah, because of that stuff.
Mhm.
Forgot about that.
And that's 3 plus 4 is 7 plus 2, 9 more damage on the bonus action.
9 more. Very nice. That brings us to Hilda.
Yeah. She's going to run up. Sure, nothing's gonna go wrong. She's gonna run up and go after that cube with her warhammer.
Go for it.
18, so I'm assuming that hits.
That hits.
And 8 plus, I should have my sheets open. That is 8 plus 3. Yeah, well, 11.
11. Very nice. Is
That's
that
my turn.
all right? And now the cube is up.
I'll be fine.
So many
Oh,
people
whoa.
so close to the
Yeah.
cube.
Yeah.
As it takes a step this way, engulfing both of these two, both Marcus and Hilda. I need both of you to make dexterity saving throws, please.
Oh, I'm so good at those.
Sexy. 6.
Tree.
6. That fails. That also fails. And then it takes a step downward, pulling everybody engulfed with it. As now, Barznik is also engulfed. I need Barznik to make a dexterity saving throw, please.
Oh, Barznik's not very good at that. No, it's a fail.
Fail.
Advantage.
All
Because
three.
barbarian stuff?
No. This isn't a saving throw
fails.
against an action. This is the engulf action.
Either way, it
It
fails.
fails. But yeah, all three are engulfed. You're considered restrained and cannot breathe. Those are
Cool.
Oh god.
Great.
Theodore.
I've never practiced this spell in a situation where, we'll just see if it hurts him or not. Whatever. And he's going to pump in another jolt of lightning damage.
So this
through-
lightning goes in, permeating this cube.
Yeah, I kind of figured that might happen.
I would like all
I'm
three of the
sure.
engulfed people to make Constitution saving throws, please.
Oh.
Oh God! Please roll high.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
16.
Okay.
18.
22.
Okay. You'll take half damage. Go
Okay.
ahead and roll damage for the cube.
I did. That's why I wanted them to roll high. That's 21.
So 21 points of damage.
That's down to 10.
And as that, half damage on a success. So as that zaps the cube loses some of its tension as vomiting back out all three. The cube is dead and motionless. It's still kind of like holding some of its form. It's like this mound of just goop. But the three that got spit out each take 10 points of lightning damage. But it does seem like combat is over for the moment.
Before it slips into the water, just noting
It's just
that
kind
I
of
saw a
sitting there, kind
bag.
of.
Yep. I'm gonna run up and try and make sure that I get the bag that we saw
It's
before
still
it
suspended in
goes
there.
away.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
How
grab
do you
my
how do you want to
daggers.
try? How do you want to try and get that?
I'm going to just use my quarterstaff and like fling it out of the ooze.
Make an athletics check.
You fling it into the.
Athletics. Oh boy, -1. Oops. Well, there went a bunch of dice.
Okay.
Wow.
I rolled it and it hit the rest of the dice.
We
and it
heard.
just jumped out of the tray. That's a 16 minus 1 is a 15.
That's good enough. So it like catapults it. You have to get some power behind it, and it's like fling.
Well, since I'm in control of Ashley's character, well, the 6 seconds that she still has rage, she's gonna rage loot the slime, so she's just gonna swing at it and try to
Yeah,
knock
kind of like
things out.
pulling things out of it. You can
Yeah.
recover
Get
any.
more daggers.
You can recover any daggers and darts that were thrown and put into it. There's an Otiug shoulder. There's an old man's arm.
Yeah. As I'm getting the bag, I'm just gonna say, somebody get the arm. Who knows?
Oh.
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who-
Wait. What?
Do we? I don't know. I'm gonna grab my
No.
warhammer and just like hit it
No.
and like try to bring it out.
Smashing it.
Oh, I made it worse. It's jelly now. Nothing's happening.
Why do we want the arm?
Peace offering?
Dude, are you okay?
I'm fine. I'm really sorry about what happened to you. He's like saying over his shoulder to the people that he electrocuted as he like flips open the bag with his stick. Like it's just...
And you explode.
Well, hopefully not, because I am opening that bag.
You open the bag.
Yeah.
As you look in, it's empty.
Well, we could always use more pouches. He's gonna presto off the stuff off that bag,
Mhm.
and then throw that bag in his bag.
Okay. Kind of start cleaning it off. The interior is immaculately clean, but the exterior has all the sludge and slimes. Kind of clean that off of there, and you pocket it. The bag is fairly nice. It's made of leather, and it has parts of the leather that it was either kind of burned into it or colored into it. It kind of has a dark red pattern. It's a nice looking bag.
Actually, curious as to why this bag didn't melt in that giant acidy, melty thing, but the arm didn't melt in it either.
The
Oh.
arm looked pretty rough, but
Okay, but the bag looks immaculate.
it looked well. The inside does. The outside's kind of like gooped, but like you clean it off and it's in good condition. Yeah.
Once it's cleaned up, nice and pretty, I will attempt to take out a pearl, run it along my forearm, like roll it between my hands, run it across the top of the bag, and identify it.
If I see him doing that because he's not stealthy at all, I'm just gonna walk up. Before you detect it, may I see that just for a second? I'm not
Why?
gonna. You know,
Just
like
squinting at him.
I can't escape from you. I just want to see if I recognize it.
Well, all right. He's gonna.
Is this a Wimlayer or a Curry like accessory bag?
It is not.
Okay, no, I'll give it back. All right, that's all. See, I just wanted to make sure that they didn't have to throw it into acid.
Oh, you wanted to melt it if it was a Wimlayer, I see.
Well, of course.
Jeez. You know, you gotta get over that. Your family doesn't seem to... Actually, that's none of my business. And he's just gonna go back to identifying.
Smart choice.
You start kind of taking the pearl and running it over the. Are you ritual casting or using the spell identifier?
I have spell slots, so I'll use the spell slot and just cast it.
Okay, so you kind of run this along. Find that's a bag of holding.
Woo-hoo. What? What would the senior wizards do?
Why are you talking about senior wizards?
Because I'm just curious if, and he's going to take the bag and shake it once upside down.
Oh no.
Nothing comes out.
All right. Good to know. Just, I was checking something. This bag's a little funny, and he's going to stuff the bag into his bag.
All right.
What way?
You're very weird.
That coming from you, that means nothing. Literally nothing.
I mean, you literally just threw a bag upside down and said you were
You
wondering
literally
if-
bleed death.
Well, at least I can explain it kind
No,
of.
this is
No,
basically
you really
pot calling the
can't.
kettle black. Yeah, no, I have to agree with this one.
Still the middle of the night.
I'm
Yeah.
correct.
Hey, Bariznik and Marcus, maybe keep your eyes really pilled. We're
Oh,
almost
hey,
through the
wait.
night.
Wait, if me and Brusnik do it together, will there be one shift missing?
You've had 3
No.
shifts. There's one
This
more to
This
go.
is 3 already. There's one more.
Man.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Just making sure.
So as the two of you sit down, the rest of you try again to get some sleep. I'd like both of you to make perception checks.
Oh, that's not bad.
Either.
18.
18,
16.
16. You keep an eye out. Now very on your toes as thing after thing has assaulted your position. After an hour and a half, wee hours of the morning almost approaching, you hear the sounds of footsteps sloshing from downriver.
Alright, everyone up.
Oh my god, this is the worst night ever.
Why?
Everybody starts kind of getting up.
Getting up.
I brought you some breakfast. I got you some
Thank
soup.
you, Miss
I
Crow.
found some soup for you.
This
That's my arm.
Right.
It's been a while.
Sorry, I squished it a little bit
Oh,
more.
it is
but-
kind of squished.
Yeah. The joints popped out. Sorry.
Oh, that's fair. You want some soup?
No.
I got some
No.
soup. And he has
Do
this.
we feel rested enough to like want breakfast?
I'd like everybody to make a Constitution saving throw, please.
Oh no.
Oh.
For Omar, that was so cocked.
Is this a poison or disease
No,
by chance?
it is not.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
21.
21,
20.
20,
11.
11.
18 for Omar, natural 20 for 22 for Barson.
Pretty good. What was Adrie's?
14.
14. You all do get the benefits of a long rest. You got enough sleep.
Oh, I had armor on though.
You still made a con save, so that's fine. I'm not gonna have you make another con save. But yeah, you managed to get the benefits of a long rest, even through the harrowing experience that was this night. And you see now, kind of in his one arm, carrying this copper rusty pot. I brought you some soup and no salad to go with it, but there's soup.
What does this salad look like?
No salad, just soup.
Oh.
I'd have brought you
okay.
salad, but I don't have any salad.
It's okay. I do fasting.
Good thunk.
I have like a 2-hour eating period. I can't. Sorry,
it's
not
a-
diet.
Oh, well, he takes a spoon, kind of slurps some. It kind of writhes a bit. That's good for you. Fresh.
Okay. So I have things that I brought with me. I don't want to take from you when I can provide for myself.
I insist you enjoy the hospitality. You won't be back
We're
here
gonna-
again anytime soon,
I
I'm
have
sure.
a special. I have a very weak constitution.
We're gonna
I
be
have to.
cool.
eat
Always a
these
put
things.
hair on your
That's not
chest and
food
all
before.
over other places too.
Oh.
Please tell me that you could help us get across this sludge without having to submerge ourselves in it.
It's
Do you
good
have
for the
anything-
skin. Look at my skin.
Right,
See, I mean, there's a
right,
few places
right,
missing, but
mhm.
most of
I'm allergic, really.
And it over exfoliated us, so now it's gonna
Do
be
you
bad
have
for our
like
skin.
a sled, like a large board, so one of the brutes could carry us? Something.
No.
Oh lord.
What's
Well,
breakfast?
It's fine. Between Adrie and myself, we'll just have to spend a little time cleaning up before we.
You better eat up. It's getting warm.
I again, weak constitution. I pull out a bag of dried food and hardtack and just eat that.
Yes.
No,
Mark
suit
that off.
yourself. It kind of like wiggles.
We
Uh,
appreciate it though. For your generous hospitality, here is something I made for you specifically, and I don't mass produce them. And she's gonna give him one of the Umastrath rocks.
Oh, it looks pretty interesting. Those dwarven carvings.
Yeah, it is. It is.
I
It's
never
cool
seen
that you
one.
can have
Well, yeah, you see, I was quite the scholar once. Yes, it's been a
I was
while.
a dwarf.
Oh, Well, I think you'd be really interested in Umastroth. He's of knowledge and innovation, and I think
Ugh.
you should think about it a lot and
I think
sit
a
in
lot.
silent contemplation. Yeah,
I think a lot.
great minds, think a lot. That's
Great
what the saying is.
minds. Yes, great minds.
Yes, you are very similar to this man.
Right. I mean, I think this might
You
be
want
a
some
long
soup?
shot. Maybe a little bit. This might be a long shot. Do you know anything about a stone that is broken in half?
This one's whole.
I don't. Adrie.
Okay, I mean I was just asking. Or like large amounts of chains.
There's some chains that can hold a plug that goes down to the intestines of the beast. Yes.
Oh, okay, that's good to know.
Adrie?
Yeah?
I'm not going to find any information from this man. Why are you wasting our time?
I mean, he said he was a scholar, maybe. I don't
He
know.
did
I mean-
say.
You can get information from the strangest of places sometimes. Have you heard anything? Because you hang out here. Do you ever hear other people converse outside? Maybe some juicy goss, as we say.
Is
We
that what
say
you
outside.
say? It's an old dialect, I think. Yeah.
Mhm.
I haven't much anything. Your
Oh,
first
okay.
visitor in a long time.
Wait. I walk closer to him than I've ever done before. It's like a solid 10 feet away. Have you heard anything on maybe some illegal doings of the Wimlayers?
Why?
No, never heard of them.
Right, I mean, I'm sure you wouldn't. They're not that great anyway.
Is that some
Walk
sort
away.
of dragon? It sounds majestic.
They sell trash.
Oh, well, we got plenty of that.
Right.
But what they say, some people up there's trash is treasure and soup.
That's
Yeah,
what they say.
I think I've heard that one before. Yeah.
Yeah, see, this one gets it.
Woe is me.
Are y'all staying another night? It's peaceful down
No,
here.
never.
Peaceful.
don't
No,
think so.
we're
We're
leaving.
actually on our
Rex
way
has to
out.
go
Yeah.
now.
We
Rex.
never slept
Cut.
like you hear when you hear the river flow, and it's so peaceful.
It's so chunky sound.
You know,
it's great.
I am honestly a bit ashamed to say that I've kind of gotten used to the smell.
Oh, see, it's not
Well,
too bad.
Do you
once
want to stay here?
No,
I
I'm
didn't
just,
think so.
that was
Okay.
Well,
Yeah.
y'all are welcome back anytime. Glad you can come for a visit.
well, I'm
Cheerio,
glad you're
buddy.
so
Pleasure.
nice.
Thanks for having us.
So I'll take the clothes the clothes that I had dried or tried to the previous night, and I'll just put it in a bag, and I will. I hate the fact that we're streaming, but I will take off majority of my clothing so that they don't get sludgy.
Start pushing
Yeah.
that away, and start sloshing your way back into the water, and
Yeah.
your feet.
Alright.
Your feet kind of squish down between your toes, this pudding-like coating along the bottom of it.
Nice and
Bruznek,
chin
we're
deep.
doing this again?
It's a little harder this
Oh.
time working your way back up out of here. It's slick. As you're walking, I'd like everybody to... Are you piggybacking again like some of you did before?
Yeah, well, that's what I was
Probably.
trying to ask.
Is it
The
okay? I
little
mean,
folk.
I am crusty,
Sure.
but okay, thank you. Hold me like a baby. I can't handle this.
I would like everybody
I
that is currently
need
trying to
to-
walk through here to make a dexterity saving throw. If you're carrying someone, make it with disadvantage.
Sorry.
Come on. Oh. That's a 6.
Why do I
Um,
do?
With the disadvantage, mine is at 11.
Okay.
16.
Same Z's.
Well, the DC... Did you make one for Barsnik, Kelly?
Barzak's
Well, I'm-
right.
Oh, he's
didn't carry
writing.
it.
That's right. So the DC on this was 12. So
God.
anything under a 12 collapses and just.
Thanks. Oh.
And upon arriving outside you finally see some daylight at the end of the tunnel. Before going out there, I would like everybody that's made contact with the sludge to make a Constitution saving throw, please.
Is this a
Restless gonna
disease?
have to do
This
Everyone.
is a disease,
Wow,
so
cool.
you're good.
Hey.
Barisnik. Oh yeah.
Not a super high DC.
What is it?
Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
I got a 14.
12.
13.
I'm immune to diseases.
18 for Omar, 21 for Beresnik.
No, none of you seem to be affected with sewer rot.
Wait, sewer rot?
Yes. Or sewer
Sewer
plague.
plague.
Sewer plague, yeah. Well, it's right after that is sight rot. I could combine the two. That would be kind of interesting.
It's okay.
No, thank
Um,
you.
It's okay.
As soon
but-
as we get out,
But kind
I
of
would like-
sloshing your way out, you find yourself once again in the industrial district. Metal foundries and factories, smoke kind of bushing up into the air. The sound of metal hitting metal. You smell the smells of chemical and industry in the air, but nothing like the smell as what it is in the sewer. There's this large kind of archway of stone that you're just kind of peeking your head out from before climbing where you would get back up onto the sidewalks.
I was actually going to ask you. You said last time that there was a relatively cleaner runoff, and then like the sludge came in from the industrial area, and
No.
like
There's this
Emerge?
one stream that kind of snakes its way through, and all the way upstream, things are getting contributed to it, but you didn't see two separate streams.
Right. So how far upstream are things starting to get? combined?
From where you're at, it's bad where you can see it, and it kind of snakes away.
Right.
Like if you were to follow it, it would
Right.
you would eventually follow it probably up to the castle, but that would
Right.
be several hundred yards upstream.
they definitely still dump from the castle.
Yeah. Definitely.
Great.
Yeah, as soon as we're out, I just immediately start
Should we find a place that
prestidigitation.
like not
I'll
be as
follow
obvious? Oh, okay.
So you're
So-
gonna get out of the tunnel and try to get up on the sidewalks beside the stream.
But we want to stay head on.
Is the
Are we
is there,
staying
like
at the-
any- along the pathway? Is there like any like footholds that's not just sewer?
I mean, it's not going to
right
be
there.
it's not going to be a problem to climb up, but it's like this almost river of this kind of sewage and waste
Right.
that goes through, and you're still kind of hiding in the opening of the tunnel. You can climb out, no problem. There just may be people on the street that encounter you. I'm trying to figure out what your approach to leaving is.
I could go first and see what I can see.
If anybody catches you, just say that two of our small friends fell in and we went in to rescue them.
Of course.
Okay.
It's a likely story. Yeah, so I'm gonna go up stealthily if I can.
Make a stealth check.
Oh, really good roll. A 17 plus 5 or 22.
22. You kind of crawl your way out from the archway and kind of poke your head up, and at the moment, you don't notice any movement. You may be able to slide out undetected.
Alright, I'll gesture for everyone to come up.
Alright.
Immediately
Okay.
leaving. Yeah.
Yep.
And you
Follow
can
suit.
climb up. You're kind of in a side street, not an alley, but not a well-traveled street next to these large warehouse buildings and factories.
Perhaps we move to an alley to get this off.
Right.
Before
Yeah,
we
yeah,
continue.
I'll agree.
Yes.
You kind of move your way behind the building you were behind yesterday, where it was a good hiding place until closing time.
Immediately just cleaning myself off and
Working
then
on
moving on to the next person.
Yeah.
Same.
Start.
But I will tell them as I'm doing it, like, try and get some of it off yourself so we're
Yeah.
not here forever.
Yeah.
Takes a
Just flicking
long
it.
time to do this. You're kind of working
Yeah.
your way through, and some of the clothes are pretty damaged from it and frayed. This stuff is not good. Even cleaning it off, the threads are worn, and the clothing does not look nearly as nice as it did initially.
My white shirt.
It's okay. They
Oh.
have some really nice clothes at Wimblairs.
Oh, maybe we should check it out later.
It might actually be a good idea.
It takes probably the better part of 30 minutes, 40 minutes to get everybody cleaned up and somewhat presentable. They still smell a bit. You can press to some of the smell away, but everybody really needs a bath.
Can you just keep an aura of like lavender around us for the meantime? Is that a thing you can do?
More body
You
spray.
know, I think that I can manage some of that, but only, in a small area. Like,
So focus it on us.
Yeah. Okay.
Or maybe you just when we go talk to someone, you just do it around their face.
Yeah,
that-
I could do it around. I mean, if I do it around someone's face, this is kind of at Hill Presto, but it's going to be like a skunk just sprayed in his face for Omar.
But it smells of lavender.
Yeah.
I'm conflicted. But I will actually, because before we had gone into the sewers, I had specifically said I took off my cloak
You
off.
did, yes.
So that shouldn't have been touched at all. I'm going to wrap that around my face as best I can, so that only my eyes are visible.
All right.
Yeah.
Smart. We need to make our way to your tower, I believe.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Or weren't we meeting with the Wimlers first, and then going to the tower from there?
I mean, we don't really have to. I was just being snarky.
I mean, I wouldn't mind
No,
actually.
I thought Man specifically told us to.
Oh,
meet
actually, I think you're right.
Yeah,
I think
there's,
we
like,
do
help
need to meet
there.
with them.
Right.
All right, well, to the Wimblairs.
Do you know, like, a good way to get there that's not super obvious in the middle of the town where they're like, oh, you're a bunch of able-bodied people. Why weren't you drafted?
Not from here. I've not been in this location. Why would I ever travel here?
I'm learning a lot about you that I don't enjoy.
So be it.
Well, as you plan your next move, whether it be to head to the Wimblairs to meet with the Order or directly to Brandel Tower, up to you, that's where we're going to end it for this week. Good session. That was fun.
I like
Oh,
the map inclusion.
Yeah, so we've kind
Yeah.
of figured out how to make that stuff happen, which we can actually toggle that back off now. But yeah, we figured out how to get the Roll20 integration with it, so we were able to have a bit of a battle map. It'll get real complicated if we start doing big dungeon crawls, but we're getting there. Otherwise, this is the
Yeah.
most combat we've had in a session altogether. Episode 10, so yeah, special thing for episode 10, new technology.
So we get like 2 levels this session, right?
We leveled up. We long rested
the
after lots of
emotional-
combat.
15 levels, give or take.
Maybe eventually.
No.
Someday.
But yeah, that'll do it for this week. Glad everybody could join. I think there was at least one new subscription, a bunch of new follows. That's always so much appreciated. It helps us out a lot. And as it turns out, we're getting really close to reaching out to get some more artwork done for the stream. So hopefully within the next several weeks, I don't know how long it'll take, we may have some artwork up for Brynhilda and for Barznik. So that would be pretty cool. Otherwise, thanks again for joining us, and we will see you next time. And before I sign off, let me just see, is there anybody on Twitch that we could send the raid over to? Because it's always kind of a nice thing to do. Who's online?
I think Barznik was great this week.
You could just find a random D&D stream. and just
We could do a random
hi.
D&D stream, but let's... I would rather know what we're getting into before taking the audience over there. And there aren't any small streams that I'm familiar with on right now, and none of the big giant ones would even notice. So we will sign off here. But thank you everybody so much for watching, and we will see you next week at the same time. Hopefully the storms will have moved out and everybody will be available for it. But hope everybody has a great week, and we'll see you next weekend.
Bye.